Welcome to Hiring is Broken. Today is our fourth episode, and we have Vinay with us. Vinay, it's my pleasure to have you, and I would be really happy if you can introduce yourself.
Sure, definitely. So myself, Vinay Brahmbhatt, I do have around 10 years of experience into HR,
Hmm.
and currently I'm working with the KiwiQA,
Hmm.
which is software testing services based on the Ahmedabad company.
Okay. Would you be able to share your journey when you started, your challenges, your struggle, your happy time?
Yeah, so I started my journey as a recruiter
Mhm.
in one of the recruitment consultancy where I was having a target to have n number of calling in a day
Mhm.
and then need to close few position in a month. So that was the struggle time, and I could say that that is a recruitment part, that is the part of HR. So I started my journey as a recruiter. Then I jumped into HR core, like HR operation activities, like onboarding, offboarding, then employee engagement activities,
Mhm.
payroll. So currently I'm handling everything, you can say.
And what was your biggest struggle so far? If you can share your challenge or something which happened to you, which is still in your top of your mind.
I could say that that is the recruitment only, hiring.
What was the challenge in hiring you face?
So sometimes the thing is that you will get the JD and everything, you will get the budget and everything. But if you start finding the candidates, you might get profiles, suitable profiles, but the budget will be the issue.
Hmm.
Or if within the budget, but the skill set will be the issue. So that was the challenges that I was faced earlier,
Okay.
and that is the biggest challenge current.
And so you are still facing this issue right now?
Currently, I could say that now I do have the skill set that where I can share the experience with the management if we need to upscale our budget.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how I am trying to convince to my management, and that is how we are closing the position.
Okay. So basically, it's between you and management, right?
Correct.
What do you find things that you need to learn from other HR? Like, what are the things that you face challenge? Like, I should learn this so I'll upgrade my skills, or anything which you seems as a future scope.
So I could say that I have attended many HR meetups,
Mhm.
and why I have attended because I want to understand how other people are working.
Mhm.
What is the way and what is the style of working they are following.
Mhm.
So that is how we are connected through any HR meetups. While having conversation, we found that yeah, I'm facing such issue where another person is having another work style.
Mhm.
So that is how during the conversation we are finding the solution, and I also provide the solution if they are finding any query or any issues.
What was the common issue that you find that when you do this, your hiring will be improved? Maybe the efficiency, or maybe the time, or maybe the churn rate you can improve. So, do you have any to-do list which you want to apply in future, maybe in 1 month or 1 year, or maybe 3 years?
So for the hiring, what I understood that before the hiring, if you have the good talent pool,
Mhm.
whether it is old or new, but if you have good talent pool, so if you have any opening in future also, you just need to contact on that talent pool to whom you already connected. The new person, that is how you are going to anyhow source them, right? But if you have anything in your database and you already connected with them,
Mhm.
so that could be good, for the easy closing.
And what are your tips to keep this database engaged? Because it is hard to manage this database and keep that database engaged.
So if I'll tell you my way, I mostly connected with them through WhatsApp,
Mm-hmm.
my personal WhatsApp,
Mm-hmm.
and I do have connection. If I'm not hiring, but if they are looking for, I check with my other friends, HR friends. If they are hiring, then I refer them to that company. So that is how we are having bond with as a between HR to candidate.
But
So that's not thing that if I'm not hiring,
mm-hmm.
so that candidate is not worth for me.
Mm-hmm. But isn't that hard? That I mean, getting connected through WhatsApp on one-on-one, I think maybe 100 or 200 candidate can be managed. But if you have a really large database, how would you able to handle the bond with them? I mean, yeah, with each and everyone. I mean, in one-to-one.
Currently, if I'll tell you frankly, currently the trend is that you no need to connect with individually. Candidates are looking for the jobs because currently market is very down. So people are reaching to me that sir, if you have any opening, please let me know. and we have connected. I do have almost more than 1,000 candidates in my WhatsApp. They are checking with me like once in a month or twice in a month, that if you have any opening, please let me know. If you have any reference, then let me know. So that is how I have the connection.
As you said just minutes ago, you said the market is down and companies are less hiring as compared to maybe in past. So what do you think? Why is it happening?
Earlier, if you are having one project where you require 10 resources to execute that project, but currently through AI, one person can also execute that project, but they should have the knowledge of AI also. So I could say that AI also have that impact for the resources also.
But
Other than that, also for the projects also, earlier what projects we were getting from outside of India, so that's very less due to various reasons.
yeah. All right, then let's move to our segment. We have few questions for you. So,
Okay, okay.
so this is our segment one. Are you able to see this screen?
Yes.
So let me just read it out for you. You have to pick only one option. So if you are a founder or HR, which of these four things scare you the most? You can pick only one. A candidate who ghosts you, doesn't show up on the first day. A candidate who lies about what they can do on their resume. A candidate who is smart but cannot explain their work to others. A candidate who has no social proof, no LinkedIn, no GitHub, or no score. Here, score means, I mean, on Coderfarm, we have a trust, CF trust score kind of thing. It works very similar to how Sibyl works in finance. So if they do good things, we give them good points, positive points. And if they do bad things, we reduce their points. So yeah, tell me which one is the most scariest thing for you?
So of course, if you ask any recruiter, they will choose definitely point one, a candidate who ghost on the first day,
Okay, you would be
because we were
you,
faced.
you would be surprised that recruiter also do choose other option also. So yeah, please tell me why do you think this is the most scary thing for you?
Because I can train the people or I can help someone to build their professional presence. But when someone disappears without any communication, it reflects a lack of accountability and trust. So in a startup or in a beginning, I would say that trust is the foundation of everything.
And why do you think other options are not as scary as the first option? I mean, let's go with
So
the second option. A candidate who lies on the resume.
So the thing is that if you have shortlisted one candidate, right? The candidate having the 3 months of notice period, you have waited for the 3 months for their joining. On the date of joining, if the candidate will ghost you that due to my grandmother has passed away or any other reasons, so you know the reason that few are saying the right reason also I could say, but I could say all are the fake reasons that they already got another opportunity, they already got a hike, what offer that we have given to that candidate. So that is very scary that you have waited for 3 months for any candidate and the project is there where we are looking for resource. But after 3 months, if you come on the zero, it will be very bad impact on as a recruiter
And
because
how
the
and
question will.
and how it's less scary than point number two. I mean, what if someone lies on the resume?
So if someone lie on the resume, definitely we can encounter during the interview, like online or physical interview, we can definitely encounter. But the thing is that if you waited for 3 months and the candidate will not join, it's very scary for HR or for a founder also.
And what about the third option, like when someone is very smart but cannot explain their work to other? I mean, how will they even accomplish the project? Because even if they appear, they are not able to, complete the job because all the projects are, a teamwork.
So if I could sense this, third point as a stage of hiring, if we found that, a candidate is smart but is not able to explain what he's working, so definitely we can give one more chance or we can reject them. But if you selected that person and if the person will ghost you after 3 months, it will be very scary. You can filter out all the three options during the, interview. But after interview, the option one will be there that they will ghost you. Other three options that you can definitely filter out during the interview.
Okay. Uh, And there is one more thing, no social proof. So how would you react on that? When someone applies to your portal or your job application and they have no presence on LinkedIn or GitHub or not even on Coderfarm.
Hmm. I have seen many candidates, they haven't created a LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the reason why they haven't created, but I have seen few candidates
Mm-hmm.
where they haven't, have the LinkedIn. I could also say that after joining, I also suggested, and after joining, they have created. Might be its first company, or they are not having that much knowledge about the other social
Mm-hmm.
platform, or there are various reasons why they haven't, having any LinkedIn profile or any GitHub profile.
And what is your reaction on that?
So I could say that that is not the compulsory one that you should have the LinkedIn account if you are applying somewhere, because that's not the compulsory.
But
I
but
could say the
i-
point.
isn't that suspicious?
It could be in some cases,
Mm-hmm.
but due to fourth reason, I don't think so. I don't think that I could reject someone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for the great explanation. Let's move to question number two. You have to prioritize this list. So rank this for a new startup. Please keep in mind it's for new startup. From must have to nice to have. So first is going to be must have and the fourth one is going to be nice to have. Trust score is what I was you about in Coderfarm. So the trust score is basically a very score very similar to finance, where for example a candidate completed the profile or completed their verification and not spamming, not ghosting anyone, and even getting good and recommendation from their peers, from their managers. So they will
Okay.
have a greater trust score, or a candidate who is doing spamming or ghosting, they get negative points. So that's how this trust score works. So first option is trust score, knowing the person is honest and won't ghost. Second is knowing that they can actually do the job. Culture, knowing they will be fun to work with. Or last one is pricing, know they fit the budget.
Hmm.
So tell me which one is the have and which one is the nice to have in order, like 1 to 4.
Okay. Sure.
Can you please create an order, like which one is the must have, then second, then third, then fourth?
Okay. Okay. So first, second,
Mm-hmm.
then fourth and third.
Fourth and third. So culture is your least nice to have, right?
Because I could see also we have hired from the outstates also. Like we are based on the Gujarat, but we have hired from the out of Gujarat also.
Mm-hmm.
So there might be differences through for culture, but after a time they also mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not the priority one, but I could say the other points that's very must have
Mm-hmm.
point
With
of, out of four.
okay, uh, you would be surprised that for few people, culture is the first priority, like must have. Why do you think that there is a difference in this opinion? Why they choose this as the must have, and why you think it's just nice to have or the least priority?
I don't know about other mindset, but I could say that why I have
Can you
choose
please
culture
can you
because
just guess why they have done this? We are just trying to understand the perspective, nothing else.
might be they face some challenges if you hired someone but they are not participating in any employee engagement activities. They are sitting ideally, they just do work, they came and they go. So might be they are not fitting or they are not participating in any employee engagement activity. So that is how if they found any challenges
Mm-hmm.
and due to that the person has resigned due to culture issue. That could be also one of the point
Mm-hmm.
that they have pointed out as a first point for the must have.
Mm-hmm. And why do you think the trust score will be the most important thing for a new startup?
Because as I said, that could be also relate for the first question that if you wait someone for 3 months or 2 months during the notice period and if the person will join, so if projects and your other thing what you have decided earlier before 3 months, there will be no any impact
Mm-hmm.
for your planning. So that would be the first point I could say for the startup.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And why do you think skill is not must have? Because it's a startup. I mean, if they and there are less people and more work and more responsibility.
I have choose the second point because you can train someone, but if someone is not trustworthy, let's say if you train someone, but the person will leave after 2 months or 1 month, so your training will be, I guess, waste of time. You are providing training and the person will apply somewhere else. But if the person having honesty that you train someone, but after the training, now it's their time to provide service to the company. So first point that would I could say that trust, then skills, because you can train anyone for the skills, but you can't train for the trust.
Okay, get it. Okay, all right. So let's move to our next question, which is okay. Now we have moved to segment two, and it is related to hiring question. In your opinion,
Okay.
why has ghosting become so normal in hiring process? And here we are talking about both the parties. I mean, the candidate, they also do ghosting, and company also do the ghosting. So can you tell me why it's becoming so normal now?
Okay, so what I believe that ghosting happens because recruitment has become highly transactional because candidate applies to the multiple jobs in a one time, and companies also sometimes don't provide updates or closure after the interview. That I also found some cases where person has given the 3 or 4 rounds of interview, but after 4 rounds he or she has not any feedback whether he is selected or not. And also I could say that remote hiring has reduced the personal connection. That would be also one of the reason. And also currently there are many options or mindset, I could say, that people are currently having, that if you have any offer in hand, so that's not the final offer, you can also apply somewhere else if you find the good opportunity, but you already committed someone, right? And if you don't join to that company, so that could be also one of the issue. But currently I could say that is the habit, or that is the okay thing that everyone are facing, and everyone think, yeah, okay, if he will not join, then we will find another candidate.
So what do you think? What should be the solution for it? Like, what should company and candidate should do to make it not normal?
So that is what, I guess I can say that you already have that platform where you have created that rapport, where you are getting to the candidate, right? Where you can see that this person, how many companies that he ditched, how many companies that he has not joined after the offer.
Yeah.
Because currently you can see the Glassdoor is there for the company. Candidate can see, Glassdoor ratings that we should join this company or not. But we don't have anything that we can see that we should hire this candidate or not. But you have the good platform where we can see that how many job offer that he has received and how many he has rejected after the acceptance.
Okay. Other than that, we have one more thing. I don't think we have spoke about it. So there is one CF Trust Score report. It's a, we can say, reputation score. There is one more thing.
Okay.
Let's say if candidate is not there on our platform, and this candidate, ABC candidate, has ghosted you. So we
Okay.
are building a feature inside the platform where you can go, and it's called ghosting registry or ghost registry, where you can put his email address or mobile number or PAN card, whatever the detail you have, or maybe Aadhaar card, and you can register his ghosting history. So when this candidate will join Coderfarm, we will attach this history to that person. So for example, if you are hiring someone and you want to know his past ghosting history, so even if the candidate is not on the platform, you can search by phone number or PAN card number or Aadhaar card number or email address. So you can get the ghosting history from other HR. So that's how it will help you to make the decision to
Correct.
about the credibility of the candidate.
Correct. Correct.
All right. So,
One more thing I could add here, that after the background check also, whenever I have seen that few employee has joined and after a month they have leave, but I'm getting the background check and I'm providing the feedback that within a month he or she has, uh, like leave the company without any FRF process. Still also after getting this feedback, the company is hiring. Why? Because HR has to close the position, right? Because recruiter has the target, correct?
right. And what I see in my experience is they do background check at very last when they made the decision of hiring.
After offer, correct.
Okay, so that is, I mean, it is really bad thing. I mean, Just imagine you are going to see someone for date or marry, and you do background check after marriage. So it will be really lost. Like the deal has been done.
Yeah.
Okay, they might have a criminal background, and now your life is in danger. So here on Coder Farm, what we do is we give them verification badge. So for education, experience, their past projects, their certificate, we do all
Okay.
kinds of verification upfront before sending you the profile, or even if you are doing it by yourself, you can get the check marks. So on experience,
Okay.
we go in really depth, especially in the experience section. We have total 3 section and 6 check marks. So 3 sections are like, one is their tenure, so where they are working and for how long. So one check is that.
Hmm.
So the HR has to also check it, and we also check it manually. So there are 2 checks for each section. And second section is work and impact. What they have worked actually there, and what was the impact they are creating in that company. So that is second segment, and that also has 2 verification. One we do it,
Sorry.
and one the HR has to do it. And the third section
Okay.
is their salary. So maybe their salary slips, their TDS, their PF, and at what salary they have joined, and now at what salary they are leaving the company. So we check everything, and then we give them verification. And also the HR also give verification. So that's how you get the background verification upfront before even talking to the candidate. So this is, and you
Okay.
can all see all this on the CF card. CF card is very similar to a live resume, very similar to LinkedIn, but all verification has been done.
Hmm. Okay. Great. Great. Okay.
Let's move to next question. I think it's the fourth question. Many HR expect candidate to know about the company before the interview, but most companies' website and profiles only show client work or portfolio because they want to attract clients. Very little about the company culture. How do you think candidates can learn about the culture and internal environment before joining?
It's very good question. So currently people are so smart. Before joining, what I have seen in my career, they are just checking the LinkedIn profiles,
Yeah.
company page. Then they are checking the photos, company events, or if they are
Yeah.
going outside outing.
Mm-hmm.
And other thing that as a CID, what they are doing, they are checking the ex-employee
Mm-hmm.
to check the experience, why they have left the company.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the next level. I could say that that is also happening, that they are checking the company culture for who leave the company,
Mm-hmm.
and also they are checking with the existing employees also that sure, I'm going to join this company. How is this company? Should I join or not? So that is how they are checking currently.
Okay. It's more effort from the candidate to know about the company, right? As compared to, company to know the candidate, because candidate are already prepared the resume. So, you have to be really smart to do this investigation. Most people cannot do this. What
Correct.
we have done on our portal is we have created a company page, and it is very similar to LinkedIn page, but it is catered to only candidate. So when you want to join, you
Okay.
can learn everything about the company from the perspective of candidate. So that's how they can learn and make decision. So
Kind of Glassdoor.
yeah, but Glassdoor has one problem. So it just have a resume. It just have a review, and we don't know who has put the review. Maybe the
Correct.
employer of the company, maybe not, maybe someone outsider, maybe someone from a competitor, or maybe someone fresher. How, the review has no credibility. So here we have review system, but only the past employee can put the review, and they can also go anonymous. And if they put the review, and let's say we as a viewer are reading it, we can see that this person has 5 years of relationship with the company, and they are senior person, or maybe junior person, or maybe mid-level person, whoever. So we can take the review more seriously or more casually.
So you are verifying, then you are publishing the reviews, right?
Yes, right. And the reviewer can actually see that who has put the review.
So if
Anonymously.
okay,
Not, we don't disclose their identity.
okay,
Okay, so let's say
got it.
someone has put the review, and he is a fresher. So we we
Hmm.
we we do not disclose the identity, but we have to show that this person is fresher. So the viewers can the seriousness of the review as compared to their seniority level.
Got it, got it.
Okay, all right. Let's move to segment three. And it's a kind of little bit debate because we are against resume. Okay, let me just read it out first. Let's have a small debate. Most people use PDF resume. It's a flat paper. And Coderfarm use live card. We call it CF card with trust score, which I just try to explain you. So it's a kind of grading system. Which one is better for telling the real story of the person?
That I could say that a PDF resume shows the experience and the achievement in a structured way, while a live card with trust codes who provide the projects, then recommendation, then also real-time updates where you can give the broader context. So if I had to choose, I would definitely prefer live card
Oh, great.
because work today is dynamic. So people should continue learning and evolve themselves. They should go beyond the PDF. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, all right, great. Thank you so much. Let's go to segment four, and I think this is the second last. We are going to, I mean, we are almost reached. So, what would you do? This is a scenario of toxic behavior. So, scenario is a technically strong team member who shows toxic behavior. What would you do? Coach them, warn them, or replace them?
I could say that I was having more than 20 employees in my tenure that I have felt that they are doing good, but they are toxic. I guess I can say that they are doing politics in the company, that they know that they are doing good. So now what they want, they can do in the company. I have seen so many candidates. So what I have dealt with those employees, first of all, I connect with them to understand what is the root cause and why this behavior came, because while the date of joining you have seen that the candidate very punctual or very disciplined. So why, what is the root cause and why the candidate is behaving like this? If after the meeting also the same issue will continue, then I don't think so that I need to give more time to those toxic candidate and I replace them.
Okay. And what is
That's the simple.
what is your timeline for this? Do you wait for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or like you do usually?
Bottom, I could say max 1 or 2 weeks.
1 or 2 week? Oh my God. Okay. All right. So you are being very strict about this, I guess. All right. So yeah, we are moving towards last segment and last question. So it is going to be true and false. So I'm going to read out each statement. You have to tell it's true or false and give us a story why it's true or why it's false. So job
Okay.
descriptions are often misleading. What do you think? Is it true or is it false?
I could say it's true.
And why do you think so?
Because sometimes you have seen there are n number of skill set that that is mentioned, but actually while you have selected someone and you see real responsibility, that is the difference with the JD. So I could say sometimes JD is misleading.
Mm-hmm. And why do you think HR are doing this? Like, what is the reason?
Currently, what I could say that recruiter are mostly dependent on the chat GPT or any AI platform where they are just prompt something and whatever chat GPT thrown out, they are just copy paste to the LinkedIn or other social media. They, even though they haven't read that what actually company is looking for.
Yes, this is happening. I even experienced the same. And and to solve this laziness of HR, I mean, what we have done is we have created a template and it's completely pure non-AI. So you have to actually go and select and pick the technology and the experience level. So for example, you are looking for Java developer. But in Java,
Okay.
there are many things like Java with Spring Boot or maybe Java with AWS, or even in AWS you have EC2, SST, so many things. So and actually you can actually go pick the technology, pick the experience level in it. So for example,
Okay.
there is a 7 years of guy and he has 6 years of experience in Java and 2 years of experience in just React, but still they will count it as a 7 year experience guy. So you can really go precise on it, and you can create the job description and you can publish it wherever you want, maybe LinkedIn or maybe any other job portal. And if that is misleading, for example, a candidate goes through your entire hiring process, and later they found out that, or maybe they joined your company, and later they found out that this job description was not completely aligned with what they have hired. So so this is called spamming. Maybe you are spamming someone. So that's how the company also get bad reputation. So we are just like we have a reputation score for the candidate, we have a reputation score for company also. So
Correct.
so that's how we get to know negatives of the company. All right, let's move to next. Founder makes better recruitment than HR.
I can say false.
Why
That's a
is it
false
so?
statement. So founders can understand the business need or requirement, but HR, they bring the expertise in the assessment, then candidate experience, and the long-term talent strategy, which I could say that founders don't have that much time. They they are having a
Is
good
it
knowledge.
just about time?
Time also, and the recruiter sense are different and the founder sense are different, because a recruiter has the experience, right? They know all the cycle of the recruitment and the behavior of the candidate, but the founder don't have that much knowledge how they are behaving, because recruiter also have the patience, like if you hire someone and if the person will not join within 2 months, then from the starting he need to work again. But the founder don't have that much patience, because they are having the business, they need someone who join on the time. So it's very difficult for the founder to deal the same kind of issues.
Okay, so basically you are saying that founder don't have patience.
I could say, because
If they don't have
uh,
patience, how would they build a company? Because building a company requires patience. All right. So you still think the HR would do better hiring, even if the timing is same.
yes,
All right. Let's move to third option, third statement. A bad hire is worse than leaving the role unfilled. And it is connected to we were discussing about the 10 hires in a month.
I can say it's true, because a bad hire cost money, then time, your time, then productivity, and yeah, that's all I can say.
And how do you really know it's a bad hire? Like when is the time you know that it's a bad hire?
Du- During the probation.
Okay, so during probation you make all. And so isn't I mean, have you ever experienced something after probation, or you always find the bads?
No, no, I have seen after the probation also, after the 2 years also,
Mm-hmm.
the person performance fall down.
Mm-hmm.
So there are many factors. They are
So
facing some
so how you
personal issues.
know who is the bad hire, and when you actually know that they are bad hire? If the people are doing bad things after 2 years, how would you know that, I mean, how the provision period will justify the hiring eligibility?
Okay. So after the probation also we are having the performance evaluation,
Mm-hmm.
which we are having twice in a year.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 months we are checking the performance. That's not thing that the probation, if we hired someone, so that is the best fit for the long term. 6 months also we are having the performance evaluation.
Okay. All right. So next, soft skills are harder to teach than technical skills. What do you think? Is it true or false?
Mostly true.
Okay. And why is it so?
Because you can train someone for any technology, but you can't, it will be very difficult to train someone mindset.
Have you ever tried to train someone on soft skill? Like, is your company or maybe you have done your
Okay.
personally?
Yes, I could say that we have hired someone from the outsider as an expert for the communication training.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have nominated 10 people
Mm-hmm.
who are facing the communication issue.
Mm-hmm.
I could say that we were having only 4 sessions, which is 2 hours each session. So total that is
Mm-hmm.
8 hour session,
Mm-hmm.
right? 8 hour training session. I could say that at least 7 people attended all the 4 sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because they are having the discipline issue.
Mm.
And you can't, in this time after
Now,
the graduation and
now for
after,
communication, first you have to train them on discipline.
but that could be very difficult for the company, that after graduation and after you hired someone, if you need to train for the discipline, it could be very difficult for the company.
All right. But isn't that high HR's fault that they haven't checked the discipline at the time of
So,
hiring?
during the probation or during the initial period, you will find all the good things in the employee. But after few times, you will see the, real face
Okay.
that how they are behaving. Or also, I can say they also influence through other old employees that इधर तो ऐसे ही होता है भाई, यहाँ पे तो ऐसे ही चलता है,
So
यहाँ पे तो इस तरह से हमें
that is
काम
that is
करना है.
culture problem.
Yeah, that is also culture problem.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that is happening in like my company, but while having discussion during the HR meetup, I found some challenges where people are facing the same issue, that politics are going on due to old employees. They are misbehaving to the interns, or they are like a king of that company. That हम जो बोलते हैं वही होता है यहाँ पे तो HR और founder तो बस ऐसे ही है.
Hmm.
तो that is happening. Yeah.
Okay. And the next question is very much related to what you just spoke. Culture fit matters more than experience. Is that true or false? Now this is tricky one because in past you have chose experience and skill, and at the time of a softer skill, and you said that the culture is most important.
So I can say partially true.
I've designed this question in this way, like intentionally.
No, I can say partially true. Why? I prefer, saying culture add over the culture fit because experience matter. But if someone continuously damages the team dynamics and their experience, loses the value. So it could be, we should stop somewhere. So I can say partially true.
Okay. All right. So partially true. Okay, and we are done with the question. Let me just stop my screen sharing. Okay, yes. It's off now. Now I want you to
Okay.
ask me a question if you want to. I'll try to answer.
So I just wanted to understand that we have connected through LinkedIn.
Mhm.
So why you choose me and why you think that we should have this discussion with Jay? Because I don't think so we know each other, right?
Yes, right. And that is the best part. The reason being, okay, so what is our strategy to find guests? We try to look for different level of experience and we try to look for different location.
Okay.
In my experience, a HR from Gujarat will be very different from a HR from Kerala or from Europe or from London or from other places. So it makes a more interesting conversation and it gives me a chance to learn more about HR thing going on. In middle, if you have remembered, when you choose an option, I told you that other people have chose this. So this helped me to get the understanding and everyone's perspective. So it's basically just
Okay.
to learn different perspective. In our third episode, you will see the different options and their story of choosing those
Okay.
options.
Great.
Okay. So now I'm stopping the recording and we can talk
Okay.
casually, anything. And
Okay.